Hi, it's Minnaar here from Bandwidth Blog, and today we are reviewing Apple's latest and greatest phone, the iPhone 5. We've been patiently waiting in South Africa and it's finally here. As you can see, we have the white device here, and if you're someone who actually cares for his gadgets and don't like scratches and nicks and all of that, we feel the white one is actually a bit better because the black ones do get these little scuff marks. Looking at the device, first off, a new aluminium back, and you'll notice that it's aluminium around the sides instead of stainless steel like on the previous phone. The reason we like the aluminium back is because for the first time you can actually drop your phone and not worry that it breaks, unlike the previous iPhone 4 and 4S, which had a glass back, which we weren't a great fan of. The other major difference is that there's a new taller screen, which allows for a few extra icons and apps that need to actually be developed for this new taller screen. In use, you do actually notice that you don't really need these extra row of icons, and we can't help but feel that Apple kind of succumbed to the pressure of these kind of devices which have massive screens like this HTC One X, which is our favorite Android phone. But things like games and movies actually do use this extra bit of width to good effect. There's a new lightning jack, and also the headphone jack has moved to the bottom of the device. The thing that we don't like is this new lightning jack, but we kind of understand why Apple had to do it. The old 30-pin was getting kind of old. It's probably about 8 years old by this time. The other disadvantage with this lightning adapter is that you're going to have to probably repurchase a lot of your devices, but there is things like converter plugs available, which are a little pricey, but you can get them now in the stores already. On the inside, there's a new processor, which is actually quite a bit faster, so things like frame rates inside games do actually improve a lot. Loading of apps, all of that is much improved. Talking about performance, the next question is obviously battery life. Apple is stuck to a dual-core design, unlike some of the Android devices, so you can still, tweet away an entire day at a conference without issue. On the back, there's an 8-megapixel camera, which Apple lets us believe has a new optics on it, which basically just means it has a new sapphire lens on it, but it's still 8 megapixel just as in the past. So all your Instagram hipsters can keep on taking photos of your Nespresso without issue. On the front, the FaceTime camera is this time HD, so if you're one of those people who take their photos like this, it does actually look better this time around. Overall, we still feel that the iPhone is probably the best smartphone out there for the average user. So if you don't like to mess around with your gadgets, you're not too much of a techie, the iPhone stays our #1 choice. If you're the owner of a 4S, you probably want to hold out for the next version. In typical Apple fashion, every second device seems to be worth upgrading to. So if you have an iPhone 4, we think it's a pretty decent update. Overall, Bandwidth Blog gives us a solid 8 out of 10, and we feel that previous iPhone users will want to move to this new device. Android users, not so much. There's probably not enough here to switch you to the dark side. For the full review, head over to bandwidthblog.com.